We've been talking a lot about the RNC this week, but of course the Democratic National Convention looms, and some in the party are continuing to call for President Biden to drop out of the race. After being the first Democratic lawmaker in Congress to do so, Lloyd Doggett of Texas is doubling down today. He released a statement calling on the Democratic Party to nominate the presidential ticket in regular order at the convention in August, instead of at an early, what's being called a virtual roll call, as was discussed. So joining us now with some good insight is Professor Bran Smith from St. Edward's University. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So talk to us a little bit, for people who aren't familiar, how does the nomination process and these conventions usually work, and what was being kicked around that was a bit different this year?
The nominating conventions serve a legal purpose. They put presidential candidates on the ballot, and that's done through the primaries. We've known Joe Biden's going to be the nominee, but he's not the official nominee until that vote is actually taken and he's put on the ballot. It also has to deal with fundraising. You raise money in the primaries, you raise money in the general. So as soon as he is nominated, he can start using that general election money, and that's why it's so important. This year, though, they want to do the virtual primary, and a lot of that has to do with getting Biden's name on the ballot. Different states have different rules, and by nominating him virtually, meaning we knew he was going to get the nomination, they can actually start getting him on the ballot in all the states, start raising and spending that important money.
Would something like this virtual roll call early, be unusual, or has it been done before?
It's very, very unusual in the modern era because we haven't had the different dates and deadlines. The parties have always had their conventions soon enough to get everybody on the ballot. So that's the idea of the virtual. Let's do the roll call, get it official, and then have the big party with the balloons and the vice president and all that.
So today, Congressman Lloyd Doggett said he believes the party should not fast forward, or I believe his words were short circuit the nomination process. He says it's, quote, no way to convince voters, particularly in those battleground states. So what's your take on that? What kind of impact would it have, realistically for those voters?
What we're seeing right now is a very unified Republican Party, more so than since 2004 with George W. Bush's second nomination. The Democrats are a little bit fractured. What he is hoping is that they can come up, if they nominate Biden too soon, and then they have to remove him, that causes trouble. So he wants them to follow the procedure, nominate like regular, just in case something happens and they have to move Biden off. He's very worried. The worst part about being a senator or representative, raising money and being in the minority party. And for Congressman Doggett, he doesn't want to spend his twilight years against a Republican majority.
This isn't the first time, of course, that we've heard from Congressman Doggett. He was the first to come out and call for the president to step down. What kind of momentum have you seen? I know we've heard from a few other lawmakers, but what's the broad feeling within the party right now?
Well, what we're seeing is that disunity among the Democrats that they haven't had in some time. Lots of people on social media are saying, okay, if you want Biden to quit, you should quit. You're almost as old as him. And there's a lot of people rallying around the president saying he's our nominee. The Democrats have to be very careful, because if you go against procedure, then you're going to fracture the party. For them to defeat Donald Trump, they need a unified party and big turnout in those battleground states.
Wonderful insight. Bran Smith, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me.